Yes lads, so today we're in Beacon Fell, just come for a quick walk. Last video ended up being 20 minutes and it was a bit too long, so this video I'm going to aim for about 8 minutes max. So let's get into it. Today we're going to talk about how to know what business to get into if you're thinking about starting a side hustle. Now firstly, I'm going to say, instead of thinking, you need to take action, and quick, because once you start thinking too much, it never ends up happening, and before you know it, someone has gone into the industry, seen a gap in the market at the same time as you, but taken the gap away from you because they started sooner. So the most important thing is to start instantly. Now you're thinking about to start a side hustle but you don't know what to go into. First of all, you have to think about what problem in the world you're seeing that you want to solve. So that's the first question you have to ask yourself. And second of all, you have to be realistic. So what capabilities do you have? Do you have a spare room in the house? So when I started barbering, I knew I had a spare room in the house and my dad already had some barbering clippers. So you know, it would have been a cheap start up. I could have practiced with them clippers that were already there. And that's it. It was simple as that. All I needed to do was tell one of my mates to come round and do it in the back garden. I had the machines there already. Now what do you have available to start your business with? Do you want to start selling something? Do you have space to keep stock? Do you have funds to rent a place or pay someone to keep your stock? Do you not have any funds like I didn't and just start a skill, learn a skill? Do you want to learn a skill, or do you want to hold stock of something and sell it and whatnot? So there's two different types of businesses. There's one where you have a skill, or there's another one where you're providing products or services. So you've got to think about that. First of all, I'd say you need to get a diary and write it down, exactly what you're thinking, what you're about and what you're not about. I talk about that in my last video when it comes down to finding out who you are. Anyway, the next point, where have you seen a gap in the market? Think about your local area. Maybe if you want to think globally, think globally. There's no limits. You never know what you're capable of. My advice would be to always think big rather than thinking small, but I thought small and I did well. It's fine. Not everyone has to think massive, only a few are destined for that. So what do you see a gap in the market in, and are you actually interested in solving a problem in that market, and go into that? I spoke about the funds and the budgeting. You have to be realistic. You know, some people do end up borrowing money and making it big, being in massive debt and then still becoming a multi-millionaire. So it doesn't really matter, that side of things. But yeah, think about your hobbies. Think about, look at the views anyway. Nice, isn't it? What do you like as a kid? I started barbering. I completely forgot I liked art. The only thing I liked in school was art, and cutting hair was a little bit of an art. And what happened one day, I'll tell you the story of what happened with me. Maybe you can relate, maybe someone said something to you. So I used to have a nice beard, I used to do it myself. I just naturally knew how to do stuff myself, to clean up myself and do my beard, line it up and trim it down. It was just natural knowledge to me. And my mate said, "Oh, who did your beard?" I said, "I do it myself." He goes, "Oh, do my beard." And I used to watch YouTube videos of barbering for fun. Here, unlock your phone. I used to watch YouTube videos for fun of someone cutting hair, and I said to him as a joke, I said, "Oh, I could do your whole trim. I'll watch it on YouTube." And then it clicked to me, because a few weeks before that I was thinking about what could I start, and it clicked to me that that is the thing to start. £5 here and there. That's what I was pretty much making in pharmacy anyway, £5 an hour. So I thought, let's do that. Started doing it part-time, and the more I did it, the easier it got, and I was pretty good at it naturally as well, so that was a good sign. Think about what you liked as a kid. Did you like art? Did you like sports? Did you like training kids? Maybe you want to become a coach. Do you like making movies? Do you like videoing things? Do you want to become a videographer? There's a gap in the market for videographers at the moment with streamers and everything coming up. There's so many things to do. Are you an entrepreneur? Do you like business? If you like business, then you should create businesses and sell the business on. Maybe I have a friend that likes business and he created a massive vapes brand, etc. Like, keeps going on. But yeah, yeah, have a think about it, write it down, and you should go into something like that, because if you enjoy something, you will put the crazy hours into it to wipe out the competition. You will do the late night shifts like I did, the 20-hour shifts, 15, 16, 12-hour shifts, everything. You also have to think about if you want to do something solo, if you want to do it in a partnership with someone, if you trust someone enough. That's one thing to take into consideration. If you're going to do something solo, and if you want to bring a friend in. Now, if you're trying to go into a partnership with someone, everyone's messing you about, you need to take action and start it yourself. You can't wait around for others. And lastly, what I want to say is it can start off as a side hustle. You don't have to full send it, sack your job off, dive in head first. I started off doing part-time pharmacy, part-time barbering, and when it came to a point where my legs were killing, I couldn't even stand in the pharmacy, my boss sacked me. He goes, just focus on the barbering. I went and focused on the barbering. I went and risked making £20, literally £20 in a 12-hour shift I was making at the start. I told my mum, I lied to my mum, told her I was making 100, and that £20 was going towards petrol because I was going from Preston to Blackburn every day back and forth. But I could afford to risk it because I had some savings. You have to be able, to be at a stage and ready to take a bit of a risk and realise you may not be in profit instantly, but months down the line you have to believe in yourself. It's all about belief. Anyway, next video I'm going to talk about how you keep a business running and how you make sure it doesn't die off, and how to get busy in business. Everything. I'm going to be talking about everything in the next video. So click subscribe, click like, stay tuned. Any questions, hit me up on my Instagram. That's the Instagram above, and I'll see you in the next video, lads.